Nowadays, it seems like beards are only seen as like a fad thing or for strictly stylistic purposes. After all, we no longer really require the impact protection, filtering, or kind of sunshade purposes that beards were useful for in Neanderthal times. That being said, there are still some pros and some utility that beards give us in our daily lives nowadays that you may not have thought about. So today we're going to be going over the pros and cons of having a beard in the modern time so you can decide whether growing a beard is right for you. Hey guys, my name is Austin for Volt Life Proof Grooming. If you stumbled across this video, then chances are you're interested or at least curious about growing a beard and whether it is a worthwhile endeavor. So without further ado, let's dive into the first of the 3 pros I'm going to talk about today before we get into the first of the 3 cons for growing a beard so that you can make the best choice. The first pro I'm going to talk about for growing a beard is the style and accessorization purpose of having a beard. Now, it's no secret that in modern times, a well-kept and a well-groomed beard is in. And just about everyone from celebrities and famous musicians agree with their fashionability. Nowadays, growing a beard for style is the #1 reason why people grow a beard in the first place. And in that way, beards become a very intimate and demanding accessory. Unlike a bracelet, a ring, or a watch or something like that, beards require a lot of your time and energy. Not to mention, a beard requires direct input from your DNA itself in order to function the way it should. And for these reasons, I like to liken beards to tattoos in terms of accessorization and fashion. Tattoos also require time, patience, energy, and maintenance in order to keep them well. And the only difference there really is that a beard can be shaved off in an instant. Now, the second pro to having a beard and growing a beard is the perceived level of attractiveness and trustworthiness that you will have. Now, the studies are in when it comes to men with beards, and the results are pretty cool. Women deem beards more attractive for certain things depending on the length of the beard itself. Women often found shorter, stubble-like beards more attractive for flings or short-term relationships, whereas longer bearded men were actually considered more attractive to be father figures and for long-term relationships. Studies of car salesmen actually found that car salesmen who had a well-groomed beard were inherently thought of as more trustworthy right off the bat with potential customers. The assumption there being that bearded men have more experience and expertise. So whether you're trying to sell cars or sell yourself with the ladies, a beard might be for you. All right, the last pro we're gonna talk about, and it's one that has to be considered even though we may not make the most use of it anymore, is that beards offer protection. Lots of tests have shown that beards of certain density and size can actually disperse and lessen the blow of an impact by up to 30%. Beards also provide amazing UV protection for your face. And men who wear a longer beard for a longer amount of time actually show less aging in their face and their skin due to less oxidization on their skin. Now, despite the rarity that you will actually need protection from these things, because we live in a world with a relatively civilized government and sunscreen, it's worth knowing that beards are still able to help us with some practical elements of survival. So now, what are some of the cons for growing a beard? And in your opinion, do they outweigh the pros? The first one being maintenance. Beards are going to take a lot of your time and energy just to maintain. No beard takes care of itself, and a lot of times, a lot of people think the maintenance just really isn't worth it. When maintaining your beard, at the bare minimum, you're going to need to trim and shave. You'll need to trim your beard to maintain the length of the hair itself that you're going to keep, and shave to get rid of the hair in places you don't want it. Most notably around your neck, around your cheeks, and maybe here at the top of your lip. And that's just how you give your beard an overall shape and style, and it's kind of necessary nowadays, especially given the trend towards neat and tidy that everyone seems to be moving towards in the fashion and style world. So at the bare minimum, this means washing your beard, trimming your beard, shaving the areas where you don't want the hair to be, and then maybe this kind of optional depending on how healthy your beard is, applying beard oil or beard balm to prevent the dryness that can come with washing a beard and stripping away the natural oils that you have and all that. Beard oil is pretty necessary for most bearded men out there, but some people can get away with not having it. It's kind of up to you. So the second con for having a beard is going to be irritation and health issues. Now, it's worth noting that other than the maintenance, a lot of what goes into the negatives of having a beard are self-inflicted. And here's what I mean. People who don't maintain their beard well are going to run into more of these issues like the irritation that I mentioned. When dealing with a beard, you need to consider not only the health of the beard hair itself, but also the health of the skin underneath, which is arguably more important. You see, the hair itself is dead, but the follicle that manages the proteins that produce the hair is very much alive. So there are essentially two things you can do to ensure that the beard and the hair follicle is damaged, and that is to keep things dry and to make sure that your beard is never clean. Well, a dry beard causes dry skin, which causes flaking and irritation and breakouts, and skin cells can build up in your beard, clog your pores, and it's just not a good deal. Now, a hydrated and healthy beard won't cause this to happen. Why? Because it doesn't strip away and pull away the moisture from your face, because as we know, it's for the same reason that a wet towel doesn't dry things very well. It's already packed with moisture. So if your beard is packed with moisture and you have a lot of hydration in it, i.e., beard oil and beard balm, then that porous hair is not going to be pulling moisture away from your skin, causing dryness, irritation, and flaking. Having a dirty beard can also be a cause of irritation and some of these issues, but for a different reason. Whether your beard is too oily naturally, or you just don't clean it and don't exfoliate underneath to get rid of the dirt and buildup that goes on under your beard, then you can cause a lot of those same issues. So the best way to avoid these things is by using a dedicated beard wash, not a shampoo, because shampoos tend to be much more aggressive, much more oil stripping and harsh than you really should use on your beard. Use a beard wash or some mild soap and warm water. Just wash your beard, gently scrub, and then reapply some beard oil for the moisture I was talking about that you need earlier. All right, and the last con we're going to talk about for having a beard nowadays, and again, this is self-inflicted, is your overall image. Even if you clean and manage the hydration in your beard can look dirty to people. And this is if you just neglect to trim and maintain your beard properly. If you let the hair on your neck grow out too much, it really blurs the line between a very sharp, clean looking beard and kind of just a disheveled look. And that kind of disheveled look gives you a much, I guess, dirtier image in the eyes of other people. But if you can keep the clean lines on your cheek line, especially your neckline, that makes the biggest difference, then your overall image will be clean, neat, and tidy, just the way it should be. So now to answer the question, should you grow a beard? Well, in all, the pros for growing a beard are the benefit to your overall style, your attractiveness and trustworthiness, and even really the health of your face and the skin on your face as well. However, the cons of growing a beard are the time-consuming maintenance, the potential irritation issues that can occur if you don't maintain the beard properly, or the negative image that you can present to others, again, if you don't maintain your beard properly. So depending on whether you think the maintenance is worth the beard and the pros and everything that comes along with it, you may or may not decide to grow one. Now, personally, I think it's a well worthwhile trade. And the few moments of upkeep that a beard requires really deliver a long-standing impact that can set you apart from the rest of the crowd, especially considering the fashionable and masculine image that a beard produces. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe. We've got tons of more videos coming out for you on the channel. And if you have any questions or are curious about anything I mentioned in this video, please leave it in the comments below it. We'd love to answer that for you. Check out all of our Volt grooming shorts. We've got some cool short videos on beard grooming, beard style, beard products, beard transformations, a whole bunch of beard stuff. So thank you guys again for watching. I will see you in the next video.